Hello Python coders, how are you all? Welcome to the last project of this Python Bootcamp 2021 course. In this video, we are going to learn how we can build a smart calculator. This is gonna be a GUI application and we will be using tkinter module. So before going into details, let me show you what we will create by the end of this project. And let's just check how much smart our calculator actually is. Okay, so let's move on to the overview of smart calculator. So this is the code of our smart calculator. Let me run this. So this is our smart calculator look likes, and it doesn't look like a calculator in any way, but actually it's a calculator. And this one also has a name. I'm a smart calculator. My name is Python Hub. What can I help you? So this is very simple to use. You just need to provide what you want. Like if you want to do add 45 and let's say 78, and then click on this button, just this, and we have the output. And it's not like I have defined this. You can do anything like, hey, can you multiply me 40, let's say 24, 23 and 67, and here we go. We can do anything like LCM of 45 and 15. So we have the result, or you can do HCF and you can add any random text. Hi Python Hub, can you do HCF of, so click on just this and we have the result. We can also find modulus, like we can say mod of 34 and 17, and we have the result 0 0. If I change this to 36, then we will have 2. And it's not necessary that you give the actual command initially. You can say sum here and we have the result. You can also do division. So 36 divide 17 and we have the result. And it's not like that you have to provide text for any operation. You can also use operators, which we usually do. So you can do 36 into 17 and we have the result. So you can also do division. So you can just pass div. Let's change these numbers. Let me 567 and then 2. And here we go. So you can do anything in this smart calculator with whatever the syntax you want to provide here, and it will still work. So this is actually a smart calculator, right? And if you give any invalid input, so let's write anything and then click on just this, then it will say something went wrong, please enter again. Isn't this cool? Now most of you must be thinking how it is working. Don't worry, we will create this together in the next video. So let me close this, and this is all about the overview of smart calculator. And now let's see the necessary modules and what's going to be the approach to make the smart calculator. Since this is gonna be a GUI application, so we are going to use tkinter module for this. I hope at this point, after completing 14 projects, you have a good idea about working of tkinter module. So firstly, we will make front end of our smart calculator using methods from this module. So we are going to use tk method to create the window as I have shown you here. Then we will use geometry method to set the dimensions, and then the title method to set this title Smart Calculator, and then we will use configure to set the background color. And after doing all of this, we will have this window. Then we will move on to the labels. So first of all, here we have the first label. I'm a smart calculator. So we will create this using these two lines. L1 equals to label. We are going to use label method of TING_INTER_module. Then we will pass window text which we want to display here, which is I am a smart calculator in this case. Then we will give font styling, width, and then we will add some padding in the x-axis. And then we will place this label by giving the x and y position. And then same goes for label 2 and label 3, which is my name is Python Hub, and then what can I help you. So after creating all the labels, we will create this entry E1, and we will be using entry method for creating this. So we will give window, width, and then text variable, and then we will place this entry by giving xy position. And then we have this button here. So we will create this using this button method as we have already covered. So here we will give window, text, font styling, and then the command which we want to execute when user clicks on just this button. And after creating, we will place this button by giving the XY position. And finally, we will create a list to display our output. So we will use list box method and pass window, width, and height for this list box. And then we will place this list by giving x and y positions. After defining the interface, we will define our mathematical functions, and they are very easy to define. You will understand by only going through once. So we would simply do define add with two numbers a and b, and then just return a plus b. And similarly, we will define functions for subtraction, then for multiplication, division, and modulus. And then we will also define functions for LCM and HCF. I hope you know how to define LCM and HCF functions in Python, but if you don't know, don't worry, I'll cover this in the next video. So after defining all mathematics functions, we will define a dictionary that will contain all the similar words related to operators. Like for addition, we have plus, add, sum, plus symbol, these kinds of words. So we will create a dictionary and save it in variable operations, and then we will give key value pairs. So here we will create multiple keys for this add value. So we will give plus key, add, then addition, sum, plus, and then we will give keys for subtraction method. So we will give minus symbol, sub, and difference, minus, subtract. You can add some more if you want. And in the same way, we will give key value pairs for LCM, HCF, multiplication, modulus, division, and yeah, that's it. After doing all of this, we will create two more functions. One for extracting the numbers from the input, and one for calculating the result. So let's see how we will do that. So now we are done with most of the part of our program. Now the main logic here is left. And how we will do that one? Whenever the user enter any text having some words like hey, hi, can, you, me, which are not important for calculating the results, will be eliminated first. So program will not focus on them. Program will just focus on the values that are numeric and on the operation. And how? So here we define two functions. First, that will extract the numbers from the input. So whatever the syntax will be, we will extract numbers from that one. Second, in which we will use these numbers to perform the operation. So here I'll define extract underscore from underscore text, and we will give text to this. Now here I'll take an empty list. Now what we will do, we will use text.split. So we do for t in text.split, and then we split it using the space. Then from this we will take only numbers, and how we will do that? We will do something like we will try to convert every text to float, and if that is converted, that means it's a number, otherwise that is a text. So here we use try and except. So it will first try to convert t in float, and if it is converted, then what we will do? We will just append this to L, and if it fails, we will just accept value error, and in this we just write pass. So in this way it will not give any error, and in the end just return L. So it will return the list having all the numbers. So I hope you get this one, how we can extract numbers from the text. Just try converting them in float. If they are converted, append them into the list. Otherwise, just pass that word and continue. And after this, we will define another function that will calculate our result. So we define calculate and no parameters required for this. Now what we will do? We take the text in the text variable that is the input given by the user, and this text in contains the input present in the entry. So here we use get method to get the text, and we will do again the same procedure like the last one to check the text for the operator. So we use text.split and give space to this. So if word, and if you remember, we have taken all these words like sum, LCM, HCF in uppercase in our dictionary. So we write if word dot upper in operations dot keys, because we are checking in the operations keys. So we do operations dot keys, and I hope you get up to this point that what's actually happening. We are taking the text, then for word in text.split, we will check whether they are in operation keys or not. If there it is, then again I have a try and except block. So we will try simply L equals to extract from text and give text to this, and this will give us list of numbers. Then R will be our output, and how we will check if word dot upper is in the operations. If it is, extract that value and then call that particular method and just give L0 and L1. So actually here we are calling those mathematical functions that we have defined earlier. Now we have the actual output in the R variable, and it's time to display it in the list box. So first we will delete everything from the list box from 0 to end. So we will use list.delete and then give 0, end. And then we will insert this output at end. So we will use list.insert and then give end, R. That is the output. Now I have an except condition, the condition in which user entered something else. So in that case, just first delete everything from the list box and then insert after the end this message, something went wrong, please enter again. And finally we will break the loop. And then in the else condition, so if this condition fails, then we will go to this else condition, and in that case also we will delete everything from the list box and then print this message, something went wrong, please enter again. So this is how we are going to build our smart calculator, and in this video I have just explained you that how we can implement this program. So in the next video we are going to write this code together. I'll see you there.